Oh no, it's Mark, yeah! Hey, what's up guys, it's Mark Yoon, and today I'm here with another video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to go into the gaming aspect of my channel. What I want to do today is delve into the new DLC for Injustice 2. That would be Sub-Zero, obviously. I want to give you my take on the character, how I think he can play a bigger role in the game, what I think his role currently is, and what kind of people are going to be using this character. Alright, so thanks for joining me, and we're going to get right into it. So, I personally am a Mortal Kombat fan as well as an Injustice fan, as most people are. I really like the character of Sub-Zero. I actually like the older brother better than the little brother, but I also like the whole noob Cybot aspect of it, which comes into play a lot in this game. They use a lot of techniques from Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 10, which obviously, dealing with how he dealt with Scorpion in the last game, I was assuming that was going to be the case. He's got his classic ice swords and his ice ball. He also has a lot of really cool new game mechanics such as shadow clones or ice clones, where he can kind of send an ice clone out and freeze an opponent and kind of go behind them and slash them with a sword, or do an ice slide and freeze them into a character. So I would say he's more mid-tier, not as opposed to character ability, but as opposed to where you stand with movement. You can get him pretty close with him, especially because he has like a lot of the freezing techniques, but mostly good to stay at a mid-distance, avoiding projectiles where you can. He also, interestingly enough, has an EX special where if he does an ice ball, it'll go through a projectile, which hasn't really happened before in a lot of these games. So Mortal Kombat doesn't really have like a tiered system like you would see in like an RPG type game, for instance, like defense beats speed and speed beats attack. You know, there's no kind of tiered system for that. So seeing that it goes through projectiles is a really cool thing. It can be very useful, especially when you are mid to long range and you want to get away from a character that spams projectiles, such as Superman, for instance, or Supergirl. It can come in really handy and be very useful. I'm still holding out for Spawn, but we'll get into that later. So he's actually a really good character, and he's got a lot of really cool gear, so there could be a lot of different really unique aspects to him, and you can really kind of make him your own, which is an aspect that I actually really like of Injustice 2, the gear system. It is a bit difficult to deal with the RNG at times, but I feel like there's enough in the game currently, and there's enough to keep me occupied that I can stay with it. I really like the fact that you can use his ice to break and go into combos. That's another really good thing, because there's a lot of characters, for Atrocitus for instance, when he does that, the EX Mater dash move where he just comes at you punching and pummeling, like that's a really hard move to avoid, and especially online when you're in the heat of battle and your mind's going crazy. It's really good to just, like, you know, freeze them and then just like go and take care of them, or grab them or whatever, or do an uppercut. So all in all, I like that he's in the game. I wish they kind of would have stuck with just one Mortal Kombat character, because we know that Raiden is in the game, going to be in the game in future DLC as well. I have the Season Pass. I'm glad for that, because there's some of the characters that I probably wouldn't have purchased without the Season Pass. So I'll just consider them my free character or whatever. But Sub-Zero is definitely not one of them. And you know, Jim Lee designing the ninja outfits is always a good thing, because Jim Lee is one of my favorite artists, and he's really good at designing characters, and especially if you guys saw Scorpion's outfit in Injustice 1, we all know that Jim Lee designed that as well, so he's really good at that. Not that the outfit design really matters too much, because you're going to be changing everything in the gear system anyway, but it's just another nice little Easter. So I think the people that are going to be using this character the most are probably going to be keep-away characters. I know there's going to be a lot of contention around that point. This is also just my opinion. I play differently than a lot of people, and I'm sure a lot of people play different than I do. I, for one, am not really a keep-away character. I'm a get-in-there striker and just, like, combo kind of person, so I do better with characters like Robin, per se, who's pretty much my main at this point. I'm still getting used to Red Hood, but I feel like he could be decent when I actually get used to him. But this character has me intrigued because not only can I avoid projectiles occasionally, but I can freeze the opponent and move in for that combo that I really want to get in and then get away again. And I'm not really a keep away character, so I don't really tend to do things like that. But, you know, even with like Superman's beams and Supergirl's beams, I don't often use them for the sake of keeping an opponent away. I usually try to tie them into a combo somehow, or try and break their concentration so they think that I'm using a long game, but I actually just move in and, you know, take care of business. But with that being said, we do have a lot of obviously talented players, and a lot of really good players, and I'm sure this is going to go into esports, so there's a lot of people that are going to really enjoy this character. I, for one, am probably going to as well. Like I said, I am disappointed that they're putting 2 Mortal Kombat characters in this game, because honestly, if we want to play Mortal Kombat, we can go play Mortal Kombat. And I know there's different mechanics in this game, and there's the gear system, and a lot of people that really want Mortal Kombat, you know, but I was of the school of thought that when Marvel vs. DC came out, I mean Mortal Kombat vs. DC, I'm sorry, my favorite aspect of that game was the DC characters going against, like, cause we haven't really had any good DC fighting games. I mean, you know, a lot of the DC fighting games were of like the Heroes variety, or of the you know, beat 'em up variety, or something along those lines, or DC Online. But we had Marvel vs. Capcom, you know, we had X-Men Children of the Atom, we had X-Men Next Dimension. So, you know, there's been a lot of like Marvel fighting games, and we haven't really, even Marvel Nemesis Imperfects, which was one of my favorite games for PlayStation 2. Mainly because Venom's in it, and he's got that really cool neon green alternate Nemesis outfit, which is really cool. But we haven't really had a good DC fighting game, and Mortal Kombat vs. DC was the one that kind of broke that in for me. Like, it became my DC fighting game. As many flaws as that game had, I still had a lot of fun with it. Injustice, when it came out, Gods Among Us, was literally my favorite game, probably until, I don't know, it may still be my favorite game. Like, it's a really good game. There's a lot of good mechanics. I love the story, and it was the DC fighting game that I was asking for. There were characters that didn't get in that I wanted to get in, but that's not here nor there. I was super excited that Doomsday was going to be in, because I really like Doomsday. And then it was exponentially awesome for me to have Hank Henshaw, which is Cyborg Superman, being in as one of the free update costumes, because Cyborg Superman is my favorite DC character, hands down. Like, he's my favorite, and especially cool that they chose the kind of like the Red Lantern. I mean, they chose the Lantern Ring Superman, the Sinestro 4-1. So yeah, but this game I think moves along the same projection as that. I don't think it necessarily, a sequel can't be as innovative as a first IP to begin with, because it's a new IP. So it's the same kind of thing that we're all going to have with every sequel. They're just going to add stuff and add mechanics and add enough to make us stay enthralled. And I really do enjoy the game, but I definitely don't play it as much as I played Injustice 1, especially because I have games like Tekken 7 I'm still playing. I still play a lot of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Looking forward to Dragon Ball Fighters, by the way. You know, there's just a lot of games that are out that I am putting more time into at this point. And I still play my PS3 a lot too, so there's that. But I am really enjoying Sub-Zero in the game, and I'm glad that he's an addition, and I think they made a good choice with this one. Obviously, he's a fan favorite, so I'm glad that he got the chance to go in. He's not my favorite Mortal Kombat character. I was more happy with Scorpion, but even Scorpion's not my favorite Mortal Kombat character. So I doubt my favorites are going to get in, because usually they're a little obscure. It's nothing like Johnny Cage or anything like that, but actually Johnny Cage was really cool in the last Mortal Kombat. It actually made me like him. But again, that's off topic. So again, these are just my opinions. If any of them differ, I'd love to see them in the comment section down below. We're all different people. We all have different play styles. So it'll be interesting to hear from a wide variety, a wide array of play style players, and like how they're going to use this character. and if they actually like him in the game or not, and what you think is going to happen with the rest of the DLC. Like, we have our thoughts. I'm still holding out hope for Spawn. Even if they make him a separate non-Season Pass character, I will buy him, because I want Spawn in this game more than anything. Like, the last fighting game we had him in was Soul Calibur 2, and, you know, I wasn't really a big fan of, like, the cape turning into an axe or whatever, but I still like that game a lot. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Leave a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It'll definitely keep me motivated to keep making content like this. It does take a lot of time and effort. Woe is me, waha, sad violin, I know, but it's because of you guys that I'm making this, and because of you guys that I started the channel. So I would love to interact with you guys on a more personal basis. So hit me a message, or you can also follow me on Twitter at @markyoonart. You can also follow me on Instagram at mark.yoon.art. All of those links are in my description box below, as well as my friend Rich Gaming, Ragarolf Gaming, which you should also go follow, because he's got a lot of great content on this channel. And I guess that's it for today. I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the video, and as always, stay powered up.